Hello, how you doing? I shouldn't be doing this recording. I was having a night off. I actually was in the bath and I thought I'll take my phone with me and I'll catch up on some of my messages. And then I started watching a video that one of my Avengers gave me. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I've spent the last 2.5 hours getting ready for tomorrow morning when I start at 6 a.m. doing my We Are All Satoshi commentary. It is now 26 minutes past 12 in the morning. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing an all-nighter, but I so much wanted to share what I just found with you guys that I've put together a bit of information. And I've even started wrong. I was going to start with this picture. So there's got to be a bit of a jumble, but do you know these two characters? You've got Gobi and you've got Tami Jackson. And they have disappeared a little bit from We Are All Satoshi. And I watched this Zoom meeting the other day called Business IQ. And they were talking about helping their community build their crypto portfolios. And there was another guy in there called Sean. And Sean contacted me after the Business IQ, telling me that he isn't associated with any of these Ponzi scheme-like platforms. And I went back to this guy and said, well, did you know that Gobi and Tammy are still rampant at promoting any Ponzi scheme available that is out there? These guys are honestly the bottom feeders of the earth. Gobi got his 10 or 11-year-old daughter on the phone to tell me that daddy knows that Sam Lee is a scammer, and he had a whole strategy. He was trying to get We Are All Satoshi to liquidate the Vault Horizon so that he could use the money to bail his community out because they all invested in Sam Lee, who went mental, and they had to put him down. Whatever it is. But Gobi, I mean, for God's sake, mate, you're a friggin' loser. You're a disgusting individual. In this video, I'm going to show you, there's two videos I'm going to show you. I've rendered one and made it so I can play you the PDF of this new Ponzi scheme. Haven't really had time to research, and I don't actually need to research it to tell you that this is a scam. I have been doing this for over 2 years. I've researched well over 100 different scams, and this just has all the red flags. It even have a red flag here to show you. I don't call everything a scam. Well, a lot of these platforms are, and it's easy for me just to say it. But in the video that I'm about to play you, I cannot get over the fact how greasy and how slimy Tammy and Gobi are, and how people are coming on asking questions. It's going to be a bit of a mismatch, and I basically have to show you a little bit about the company. So when I've been researching these scams, one of the main ones I've been doing is Hyperverse. And Hyperverse originated from a company called Hypertech. And they had a brand in it called Hcash. And Hcash had a gala event where they invited all these people and they all ran out to the stage and everyone cheered. Well, this company seems to have only been around for a month. It seems like they had a name change already. And to be honest, I'm going to actually say it, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just entertainment. And if you want to believe what I say, good on you. And if you don't, do your own research. But I just want to give you a taste of this company and the hype that they've tried to create. And all I can find so far on the internet is about a month's worth of data. So this must be brand new. And if you do know anything, please do go to my website. Oh, hello. I've got people in my chat room. I'm recording this one live. And I just noticed that we've got, I can never get the name right, Burrito in the chat room. One of my main squeezes for information. So thank you for being here. And I know that I'm broadcasting 5.5 hours early. I'm hoping to get a couple of hours sleep in between. But anyway, I just want to give you a taste of this one. And if you've heard anything about it, go to my website, give me some information anonymously. Use anonymous@gmail.com for the email address. And I've got some funny things to show you. So I'm only going to show you a little bit of this, but here we go. Play. So do you know, first of all, do you know any of those 5 men? Because I've researched one of them, and all I find is a silly LinkedIn profile of about 500 followers. So this is exactly the same as what was happening in H-Cash when they had their Royal Gala dinner. It's just like a rinse and repeat for me. So who is this company? What do they do? We're about to find out. The guy that runs the presentation is this young fella here. His name is Lee. I can't find a last name. This sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's like Chavez. I've searched him everywhere, can't find him. So this isn't what I want to show you. But first of all, I want to run through some of the things. First of all, I found their Linktree account. I went to their official website. So I'm going to shut that down because we've done that. I went to the official website, and this is quite funny. I went through here and I went to the bottom, as you do, and I'm looking for packages, and I find the contact us. So I click submit, and what does it do? It opens up a box, and it says the contact at xxx.com is their email address. So if you email them, it's contact at xxx.com. Now, in the pleasure of your own time, go to xxx.com and you'll find it's a porn site. So if this is how you contact a company that has done, is doing some promotion that handles money, and they use a porn email address, straight away there's a red flag just on the website. I haven't even done any research. I don't need to. Then I go to their, I call it Twitter, even though it's called X. I go to their Twitter account. They have got 20 people following them, but they have got 4,602 people following them. So how can they follow 20 people and only have that many people? I can just about guarantee if you went back to the time machine, if you could do that, you would find, this mic seems like it's a bit hot tonight. I hope I'm not coming across too loud. You would find that this is just they're probably paid for followers. So that's what I get just by having a quick scout over their X account. Remember, I don't know this company from a bar of soap. I've got 8 people in the chat room already. Thank you very much. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll chuck them into the live. Now, this is John. Now, John has got 500 connections. I have 7,500 connections on my Twitter. I'm nobody. But he's the international head of growth. And I just go through these LinkedIn profiles and I see people that have not used LinkedIn. This guy, normally you can go to activity and you can see what they've posted and you can see people interacting with real people. So, for example, what I'm getting at is this guy is no one. He doesn't interact. This is just a staged account. It's just bullshit. It's just crap of poos and wheeze, a whole lot of hype to make it look like they're somebody. If you were to quickly go to my LinkedIn profile, and if you want to reach out to me and connect to me on LinkedIn, you can see my LinkedIn. You can see I've got 7,151 followers. I've got 500 plus connections. You go to my Contact Us page, you'll see all the links to everything I've got. My Twitter, the whole 9 yards. You can see when I posted this morning, you can see featured content. I just did a video. I shared Crypto G's video in here. I'm not even very active in LinkedIn, but that's what a real LinkedIn account should look like. And I'm not a CEO of a major company that's going to make people millions. Next thing I looked at is I went to elf.union, which was a website address which was advertised on some of their social media, and it's broken. It doesn't work anymore. So this elf.union, I think they may have had a name change, but let me carry on and just show you some of these other links. So then I did a search for Elf Union, and I found lots of these logos, and I did find that they seemed to be in bed together because there were some overlapping graphics between Elf Union and, what's the name of this one again? Is it Along? I can't even say it. Alyx Union? I don't know how to say it, but anyway, you can read it if you want. I'm not going to read it. So I can't quite figure out the connection between Elf Union, but then later on I did find that they seem to keep popping up when you do a search. So I'm not going to get into that. Let's just go back. And then I did find Alyx Union, and their Twitter account doesn't exist, even though it was linked off one of their websites. Then I did find elf.com, and it was something to do with crypto, and I don't know whether this is theirs or someone else, or they're passing off another company. I couldn't quite figure it out, but then that logo is very similar. So something's fishy going on here. I'm not saying this is a fishy company. I'm not saying anything really. I'm just saying if you know anything about this. And then I went to Alyx Union, and they did have a link, and that's been removed on their Medium account. I'm getting through them all. But the one that made me feel like they are linked together is I found this Alyx Union article, and if you go back one page, you'll see that this is actually Alyx Union. If it's Alex, let me say it's Alyx. I know I'm not saying it right, but if you go to Alyx Union's Medium page and read all their latest articles, if you go to the bottom, they do talk about that company, Alyx Union. So there's some name change or something's happened all within the last few months. I did do a lot of other searching, like is it a scam? Is it legit? I did find spam detector telling me it's got a low rating, all these things, but I couldn't really find much. But I don't need much, and I'll show you why in a second. But then I went to Alyx Union's YouTube page, and I can see they've actually they've got 10,000 subscribers. So I've got 6,180 subscribers, and they've got 10,000 subscribers. So then you go and look at their YouTube channel, and it tells you that it started in August 2023. So within a few months, they have actually got 10,000 subscribers. And that's bullshit. They've paid for them, because even if you look at my videos, you'll see that most of my videos get anything from 200 up to 1,000 views, and these ones have got 95, 104, 118, 126, 99, 50, 34, 30, 42, 112, 52, 16, 18 views. If you had 10,000 subscribers, you would have more views than that. So this is all, smoke and mirrors, advertising and marketing. Right, so I've got two things to show you. First of all, I want to reiterate, this guy is going to do a presentation for us in a minute.
That are going to change the game coming very soon are one of our...
And I don't want to lose my audience of 11 people here straight away. So, Burrito, was it you who gave me this link? It's cool. But the best part of this live is actually watching Tammy and Gobi answering the questions that people have asked who have just watched the presentation. So I'm going to do it backwards. Instead of making you watch the presentation, it's like watching paint dry, because it's the same as all the others. I just want to get straight into the question and answers, which is the stuff I thrive on. So let's have a listen.
I'm definitely going to pass that over to the technical team to get it looked at. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thank you.
No problem. Guys, I saw one kind of funny question. An interesting question here in the chat. It said,
so who is Leo?
Gobi, Mama Action, and Tommy.
Oh, Mummy Action. Oh my goodness. Did they just mention that? That's a South African lady who's rampant at promoting Ponzi schemes.
Why did you not come with this project in 1985? I just thought that was great. Well, unfortunately, there was no, crypto or anything like that back then.
So time for everything.
There she is. That's Gobi's sister, as Gobi would say. Sis. Call them sister in bed together at the moment, aren't they? They love each other. Disappeared from We Are All Satoshi, and here they are. Look at those earrings. She's living it. She actually said in the video I watched this morning that she lost money with Sam Lee, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Now's the time for this.
Now the time is right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
all right.
I just wanted to...
That's awesome. That is funny. All right, Ashish.
Thank you, Tammy and Leo. A great presentation till now. Okay, I have only a little questions. I just want to know what is the locking period of Forex? If I'm going to invest a $1,000 over there, and as a previous plan, we can remove our capital after 10 days, right? We can switch over there. So Just I want to know, right now in this compounding, can we withdraw our capital in 10 days, or it take more than much time? This is my question.
So
I hope so.
awesome. Okay, so those are good questions. Very good questions. Number one is that the capital is locked until you reach the 4x. Okay. Now the amount of time that it takes to reach the 4x, it actually varies. Okay, so it depends on if you refer others.
Boom. It depends if you refer others. So what he's about to say, that if this guy puts in $1,000 and he wants to get the 4x, he needs to give them the $1,000 for 4 months, and he can't take it out. However, the $1,000 will earn daily interest, and he can take the interest payments out straight away, but not the principal. However, if he wants to accelerate the program, then he needs to refer people into it. Boom! Ponzi scheme. Right? Simple. And so they've got 4 months before the scheme falls over, because if you don't recruit enough people, the people are not going to, it's just going to escalate out of control if it gets to 4 months. So this is a Ponzi scheme, and this is why I think, how can these guys, how can Gobi and Tammy, the scum of the earth, just keep promoting these Ponzi schemes? How do they sleep at night? They know that people are losing money. They don't care. Did I say that right?
Okay, if you get dynamic rewards, but let's just say you don't refer anybody. Okay, so you just start with 1,000 and you leave compounding on. Okay, it's going to take you around 4 months, 4 to 5 months to reach the 4x. So that's how long it's going to take you for the 4x without referring anybody. If you refer, it's a lot faster, of course.
It means there is no any kind of a locking. If you are going to be take the whole amount, if I'm going to $1,000 and I'm getting a team reward within 2 days of $4,000, so it means within 2 days with team income, I'm getting my capital, right? If I'm not getting from my team rewards anything, right? So it means it takes 100 days, minimum 100 days for come out the capital, right?
Yes, exactly. Minimum 100 days.
The same thing is happening with 3x.
I just want to stop this again. While I was confused where Alf comes into it and where Alyx comes into it, is because of this guy's background picture. Because originally when I set up this live, I had the Alf background as the company, but I just couldn't quite figure it out. But yes, definitely burrito, snakes. They're just friggin' snakes. That's all they are. They don't care. They are researching for platforms they can pump and dump. They certainly are.
Or there is a two option. Option. One is the 4x and one is the 3x. The same things has happened on the both of this.
No. With the wave leverage protocol, it's still the same system. Okay, so you can withdraw after every phase, after every 10 days, everything, your capital and your earnings. Is that what you meant? Is that what you were asking?
Okay. If somebody going to be, if somebody going to invest in 3x, so it's a normal. After 10 days, he can withdraw the capital, right?
If he chooses to, yes. However, of course, it's leaving money on the table with any pool. But you have the freedom. Okay.
The last question. Okay. Thank you so much, Leo. The last question. In future, the both 3x and 4x will be parallelly continue, or which one is going to be disconnected?
On December 31st, so about 2 weeks from now, the 4x is expiring. Okay, it's just not sustainable, of course, to keep 4x forever. Okay, it just wouldn't be sustainable. So that's why
nothing about this is sustainable. It wouldn't be sustainable to keep the 4x. I think he works out that it's 2.3 daily interest on your $1,000 if you leave it in there for 4 months. I mean, this is just straight Ponzi scheme material. And I still can't get over that Gobi and Tammy, the snakes, are just into this.
We're lowering it to 3.5x, and likely in the future it's going to go even lower, okay, to further the sustainability.
Okay. It means long lasting is only a 3x, right?
Yes, very likely. 4x.
Very likely. It means the 3x ain't going to last long either. In fact, they're going to be managing the payout and the money. So they're basically what they're trying to do is bankroll this by selling memberships. It's a Ponzi scheme, everyone.
Is expiring on the 31st.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you, Leo, so much. Precious time.
No problem at all. No problem. Thank you for joining.
So Leo, it says on the banner that it says 1.33%. Where does that
so what that is showing the potential of is it's showing the percentages that you're going to earn based on the initial capital. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So for example, if you do the math behind it, if you start with 1,000, then after, I don't remember right now how many days it is on the banner. I think 30 days.
Yes.
After 30 days, it's 1.33% of the initial capital.
Okay.
But if you add the compounding, it's 1% of the capital at that time. Does that make sense?
No.
So you're saying that over that period, over that 30-day period, when you include the compounding, it ends up being 1.33% that you're actually getting back.
Exactly, of the initial capital.
Okay.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
And then the rest is the same concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
exactly. I get it.
Same as
Awesome.
it's the same as what she's
All
been
right,
used to.
Delega.
It's the same as what she's been used to with all the other scams that she's promoting. What I'm doing on my phone, in case you're wondering, is there it is there. So this is Tami Jackson.
Trained for at the moment to help.
This is Tami Jackson. I'm just going to go back a little bit. Just about the same time.
Again, and I'm leaving the country, and I'm flying from New York. So I came back to New Jersey. So for the past month, I've been in North Carolina. And as most of you know, the original, the first time.
Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this play for a bit, and I'm going to go find it.
I don't know, Christina, did you have another question? I don't know if your hand is back up or if it's up from before.
Hello. I'm sorted, Tammy.
You okay, Chris Delega?
Yes, sir. Hi, Leo. Thanks for the nice presentation. I have a doubt. I wanted to enjoy with the 1% compound percentage, but I don't want to compound it. After taking the stake now.
Okay, I just want to go back to this one here because this was actually the other one. Because remember, we've got Tammy who was pissed off with Chavez. So
Right.
obviously,
So I think everybody's muted now. All right.
so obviously Tammy and Gobi have got pissed off with Chavez from We Are All Satoshi. She's doing a big rant. Now, just recently, we found her and Gobi and Chavez in a Zoom meeting, and it seemed like nothing was wrong. But now it seems like they have also did this other thing called Business IQ. Now, Business IQ is there to help people get their crypto portfolios in order before the bull rush. And then what's going to be announced tomorrow is Chavez is launching an AI trading bot with 100% guarantee you're not going to lose. And I think this is their version of what they're doing. So it's like there seems to be a split off between Gobi and Tammy, who are trying to get Chavez to liquidate the Vault Horizon. So that Gobi said to me on the phone that he wanted me to wait before I told him anything. And he was telling he was trying to get Chavez to liquidate the Vault Horizon so he could get the money back for his community. And then he come out in a recording that I've got of him and basically told everyone to invest in a crypto opportunity of a lifetime, which he told me on the phone that he had all these cryptos for this coin that if people bought them, I knew he would make a lot of money even if he didn't get any referral fees. So it's all quite complicated stuff. But what I'm saying, there's anarchy and they're squabbling over the community once again. And when you listen to her going on, just listen to her for a bit. I'm going to go drink a water.
When I first was kind of out of pocket for a minute, I was traveling, right? So we all knew that I traveled. I was kind of, doing a partial move, kind of moving, down in North Carolina. I'm actually back in New Jersey right now. I came back last night because I'm going to be traveling again, and I'm leaving the country, and I'm flying from New York. So I came back to New Jersey. So for the past month, I've been in North Carolina, and as most of you know, the original, the first time that I was out of pocket, which was kind of around the beginning of November, was because of moving and getting settled in and things of that nature. And then I came back on the Zoom. I think I maybe did 1 or 2 calls, and then that's when I got sick, and I was out of pocket again because of that. So I actually started feeling better a few days ago. So I haven't really been down this whole time, but I've been, you know, I've been, even the time that I was, you know, not engaging in the Zoom calls, I was still kind of looking and seeing what's been going on. I've been looking at everything. Okay, so I've been seeing what's been going on. I've been listening to what's been going on. And I also want to thank everyone, because I have so many people that also reached out to me. They want to know how I was doing. They want to know what was going on. And so I appreciate everyone as well for reaching out to me. I had so many people that just reached out. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It definitely kind of, you know, lifted me up to know that I was missed and that you were even thinking about me. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone. You know who you are. And I just want to say thank you for reaching out to me. So again, I'm looking at all of this. I'm looking at everything that's going on, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit disheartened about the things that I was seeing and the engagements that was taking place. And to be honest, I was thinking, you know what? I am out of pocket already. And I think with everything that's going on, I think I want to stay out of pocket. So, see, it was probably, so today is Tuesday. So probably, you know, throughout the weekend, I was feeling okay throughout the weekend. Probably like Thursday, like Friday of last week, I was feeling okay. So for the past.
So if you want to watch that video, I'm just going to put that in my chat. So if you're watching this on the rerun, go watch it. You'll have to navigate your way to the live chat session of this video. The other thing I'm going to do tomorrow, because what I reckon has happened, and I don't believe there's any money in the Vault Horizon, and I believe that Gobi was literally trying to get Chavis to liquidate the Vault Horizon, and I reckon he found out there was no money there, and they had a big argument. There was meant to be 9 committee members. There seemed to be only 4 or 5 committee members now, and I thought 2 of them were Gobi and Tammy. So it seems like there's been a big breakup that hasn't really been publicly talked about. But when you see divisions happening, and you see Gobi and Tammy promoting another Ponzi scheme, and you see Tammy and Gobi starting up Business IQ, which is a Zoom meeting that happens every fortnight, helping people manage their crypto portfolios, and they're just building those relationships up with people, you can certainly see these things happening. So tomorrow morning, we're going to have a look at Crypto G's video that he's dropped, and it's brilliant. So we're not going to do it now, but I'm just going to show you this video here, and I'm just going to actually bookmark it somehow. I'm going to save it. So you can find this video on my YouTube. Oh, I have got this video there.
Today we are going to look.
All right, so you'll find this video
whose genesis was
of Crypto G's, and it explains basically that there's no money in the Vault Horizon. It's all gone. And the way that they transfer the money from one vault to another, they claim that they've got all the money in a bank called Casha. And they claim that they're getting 3% per month for the money they've got. Everything about the Vault Horizon money, to me, and I'm pretty sure I'll speak for Crypto G, it doesn't seem like it's there. So what I'm saying is, We Are All Satoshi has no liquidity. And now what they're trying to do is launch a AI trading bot where you have to pay 500 USD to get a license. And it's just bullshit. I even, the funny thing about it, I don't know if I've got the IP. I have. Look at this. I've got it, my cache. Oh, damn. This is the IP address for the Boomerang. This is the demo account for the Boomerang AI trading bot. Now, this gets even more ridiculous because I'm meant to be interviewing a lady I gave to the Guardian newspaper in Australia, and they interviewed Vera. Now, if you think these AI trading bot things are new, Vera, which I interviewed for an hour and a half the other day and forgot to put I didn't forget, but my microphone wasn't working. She put $40,000 into one of those AI trading platforms and lost it in 2 days. The AI trading platform gave her $10,000 more of their money so she could learn how to trade. She traded and she made $100,000 from the $10,000 they gave her. Then she thought, well, I might as well withdraw the money. And they said, sorry, you can't withdraw the money because the money that you made that money with was given to you from us. So she didn't invest any more money in the AI. But this is how they work. So if Vera had more money, she probably would have thought, hey, now I know how to trade. Even though I lost $40,000, I played around and with $10,000 and I made $100,000. She may be tempted to try again. And that's how they fish you along. Now, this trading bot, I know nothing about it, but this isn't new technology. This is old, and it's all stupid stuff. But they're coming up with what they call products so they can sell people. It's just ridiculous. So I think this is where all Satoshi's answer to finding some liquidity. Obviously, they meant to have 9 trustees. They only got to 5. I think Lucky was one of them. Gobi was one of them. Shavis was one of them. Tammy was one of them. And I can't remember who the other one was. It may have been, I don't think it was Carl and I don't think it was Joe, but I can't remember. But they only got to about 5. And at one point, Gobi was telling me that they had their photos on the webpage claiming they were the board of trustees and they didn't want that. So Shavis had to take them off the website. So there's a lot of shenanigans going on, but what they're trying to do is they're just trying to milk people for money. And that's why when I saw them in here answering these questions, this is what they've been doing instead. So let's carry on.
Option, compounding. Then I go to stop now, compounding. Shall I get 1% as well as my profit will come to the wallet?
If you stop the compounding, you're going to get 1% of the capital that you have in there at the time, and then that 1% is going to go into your wallet that you can withdraw. Does that answer your question?
No. As you said before, if you stop compounding, I may get my profit to the wallet. If I take the compounding pool, stake now option, and I stop compounding option, shall I get 1% returns? And also my profit will come to the wallet actually. Is it correct?
Okay, I'm a bit confused. You're saying that if you stop the compounding, right, on your compounding protocol, if your profits are going to keep being 1% per day, and if they're going to go to your wallet.
Yes, profit will go to the wallet, 1% profit.
Yes,
is that
exactly.
correct?
Leo, can I interfere in that? Sorry, I understand.
Absolutely.
Leo, sorry to interfere in that.
No problem.
Only disadvantage for you is you're locking your fund for Forex time, period. Right? The advantage for you are receiving 1% return to your wallet, and that 1% coming in 60% elf you and 40% elf. And Harry asked the question. This is the best option, I believe. But if you really consider for more income, as somebody was asking the question, so 30 days, Leo mentioned that 1.33, that means you are, because it's 1,330.
Gobi put his 11-year-old or 12-year-old or 13-year-old daughter on the phone and got her to tell me that Daddy knows that Sam Lee is a scammer and he knows he's not a bad guy. And then he rang me out one morning so angry that he was telling me he was so fed up with Sam, and he blurted out lots of things. And just to give you an idea of the type of man Gobi is and how much I've had to do with him, I mean, you guys know that I have a database of people of interest. And if anyone ever wants any information on these guys, I have lots of information. I'll just black that out in case any of my informants pop up. What's going to happen here? that's right. There's one there, Alice Maybury. Currently, there's 16 people who have made a complaint about him, and I'm working with a deputy in Texas who's got the FBI involved at going after him. So here's what I have on Gobi, and so if I go back to this Zoom meeting here, I grab that link, I go into his link, I put that link over here, and I'll just keep that Zoom meeting even though it's on YouTube. And in here, I've got everyone's phone number that were in his VIP list when he tried to get the VIPs together for Sam. So I've got lots of information on him. Anyway, so when you go into recordings, I've got recordings of him doing everything. So telling people to invest. So this is the phone call, telling his people to invest in
Hey,
Alyx
leaders,
Union.
hope you're all well. Thank you so much for coming down to the meeting. It was a very, very professional meeting, professional questions, amazing. And I'm going to leave a quite long message. I'm so sorry, but please listen. It is very important for you to listen, all right? So I will give you some updates about this meeting at the company, why I'm here. Only one reason I'm here. I'm in a business, right? That business is going really well, and I have nearly 100,000 people under me. Right, I'm not going to quit that business, right? I'm not going to quit that business at all because the miners are working, the company is giving miners to the people, everyone going to make money. I'm going to be with them, right? I'm going to be with them until my company make all their money back, the money they have invested in the past, especially last 9 months. I'm going to be there. So I'm not asking you to quit any businesses you are doing.
So in this recording, he basically tells people not to shit all over Sam Lee or We Are Satoshi, but basically to diversify, and he's telling people to go into Alyx Union. He said to me that he has put a whole lot of crypto into Alyx Union, and he told me that he's going to encourage other people to do so, right? So I'm just seeing if I can get that right. I've got this... So what I'm trying to show you on my screen, above where my phone is, I don't know how to do this. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. I think it's horizontal. I'm trying to get my phone around. I'll do this in a minute. But what I'm going to show you, oh, look, I just flipped myself horizontal. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold up. There we go. Let's go to the phone. And I'm just going to get that phone around the right way. I'm going to try it. Just wait a moment, patience there, ladies and gentlemen. This is very important. We're going to go rotate. We're going to go flip horizontal. I don't know. There we go. All right, so if you have a look at that phone now, we go to there. See how I've got 222 USD. I put $110, or $10 if it was crypto G's. Thank you very much. And $100 was donated to me by a friend of mine. And he put it into this thing called Ruby. And I don't know anything about it, but currently I can take my money out anytime I like, and it's $212 in there. So I've literally made nearly $100 in about 3 weeks just by having my thing. Now, if I told you guys about it and you rushed off and bought Ruby coins, it would literally manipulate the results because the daily volume for this is sometimes like $60 and other days maybe $1,000. So my point is that if Gobi is telling everyone to invest in this sure thing, he's got so much crypto in it that's worth 0.005. Even if somebody puts in $1,000, he profiteers. That's what I think anyway, with my limited knowledge of crypto trading. So Gobi has a hidden agenda. That's what I'm getting at. So here he is in here now promoting this Alyx Union, which is associated with the coin he's telling people to get into, and he's just doing it to profiteer. He doesn't care about the community. He's just a bottom feeder.
$35 in 30 days. If you look at 60 days, that's about 1.73. I mean, you are making about $1,733 profit. If you look at 3 months, 90 days or whatever, after 4 months, 120 days, you made profit alone, but 2.33% per day. Right, so that's one thing. So that means when they are saying is 1% profit is not 1%. If you compound your money for 4 months, your daily profit is 2.33%. If you look at it at the end,
Yeah.
am I right?
But the problem is you're not going to get your principal back. The principal is what they're using to pay your money back. So it's not rocket science. So most people are worrying about putting $1,000 on the table. They're going to keep that for 4 months. And if you recruit, that means your $1,000 is going to be stretched to $2,000. And then those people need to recruit to keep it all going. It's a Ponzi scheme. So these people are thinking, well, I might get my 1 times back, but I have to wait 4 months for that gamble. And if I want to accelerate it, then I have to recruit. God, this is the same every time. I mean, people need to wake up.
But some people have
That's correct.
I'm coming to your question now, Tilaga. Your money will come to your wallet every day, and
Gobi, you're disgusting.
1% will come to your wallet. That's withdrawable. You can withdraw or leave it in LFU or ELF. Am I right, Leo?
Absolutely, that's correct.
Leo who?
I want to cover one thing. That's why I was raising hand. Sorry, Tammy says. I apologize, Zoom user. Please come on the video if you don't mind. And Julie, I'm so sorry to stop you there. I just want to cover one thing. It might answer the question you're going to ask. Look, the beautiful thing is here. Normally, what I did, I have started the CP compounding protocol under my main account, right? So what I did, I bought $10,000 package, for example. You know what is the beauty, guys? I know you're going to make money, as Leo said, the 1.33% for 30 days, or 1.73 for 6 days, or nearly.
He's a modern day criminal. He's a thief.
90 days.
If any law enforcement are watching this and you want any tapes or information of Gobi, all those video recordings you've just seen, ring me up and you can have them.
I'm a rank holder.
Keith Williams, I used to chase him around like this guy. Keith, they just clawed back £2.1 million from Keith Williams. He now lives in a £3 million house, and he's still living there, but they managed to claw that much money back from Keith Williams. Keith Williams has got stage 4 cancer, fighting for his life.
The initial investment will be paid off to me.
Karma catches up with these people.
That going to Forex.
Yes.
I don't know whether you understand that. Me and Tammy, we understand what we are talking about. Trust me, this is
Trust him.
Yes. Absolutely
Scumbag.
If you understand this, and I don't think you will go for, look, that money will come to you in ELF and LFU. This is a perfect way to collect LFU and ELF, not stopping the compounding. Completely up to you. I'm not going to stop it.
Yeah, he's gaslighting you into doing it, and you'll lose your principal.
That's not what I'm talking about. Leo, am I right, Leo?
Absolutely right. It's a perfect way to accumulate these tokens, guys, that
these worthless tokens,
as a community,
which they are telling
contributed, if you guys have taken a look at the markets lately, to this growth of these tokens, okay, both ELF and LFU. So it's a great opportunity to accumulate them.
Yes.
Now, in the presentation that we're about to look at, which is here, they tell you at the very start that they're banking on this being listed on an exchange. It isn't listed on an exchange, going by what they said. This video is brand new. So it's just crap, poos and wheeze. You know, it just pisses me off. I can't even tell you how much it pisses me off. And it pisses me off that this doesn't fit in the bloody screen either, because I remodeled this so I could fit it. Anyway, we'll worry about it in a minute, but I'll get therapy, I think. All right, let's carry on with gaming action.
Thank you. I just want to clarify that. That's all. I'm pretty sure I answered your question. Says you will receive your money every day.
But I think by looking at the questions that people are asking in the chat room, which is on the right here, people are actually starting to wake up to this. And they're starting to ask when they're going to get their principal back. Because after VAV, and the people said within 48 hours you can get your principal back, people piled that money into Sam Lee's thing. People are getting more and more savvy. But why would you risk your principal?
Let's talk to Miguel. Hey, Miguel.
I think Julie came before that. Julie and Zoom user came. Julie was waiting for long.
No, they're in order.
The other real exciting thing is I have a Zoom link in the description of this very video that you're watching right now that they reckon is going to be the same. And they say things like, what do they say? So if you went into the description of the video that you're watching right now, you'll actually see a Zoom link. And they are saying that every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, always at the same time, and that's 7 p.m. India, 2:30 p.m. Germany, 8:30 p.m. in, I don't even know where that is, Korea, Ukraine, Argentina, and UK. Don't have New Zealand time. But they give us the link. So I'm going to actually go in there in a minute and see whether the meeting's open. We might stumble across a live meeting, which would be quite funny, wouldn't it?
All right. Okay. I think Miguel just came. Miguel, it's all right. Miguel is the captain. Miguel, wait, bro, wait. Stay there for a minute.
Go ahead, Julie.
All right.
Hi,
Hello,
this
Julie.
is Julie. Hi, thank you.
Hi, Julie.
I have a few questions. How do we earn the Alyx tokens?
Yeah, so this is what we were planning to do. Nothing is confirmed yet. Is going to have Alyx also as a part of the rewards. Okay, that you get daily. This is not confirmed. Okay, we haven't yet decided. Also, the community nodes. Okay, the validator nodes are going to be earning Alyx tokens. So those are the two main ways right now, and of course from the exchanges.
But aren't plugged into yet.
And I mean, are we able to stake something to earn on the validator nodes, or how do we get it from the validator nodes?
Yeah, so the validator nodes are assisting the blockchain, right? So they get rewarded in the tokens, in the native token, which is the Alyx token, and whoever's a validator node is going to get the distribution of the tokens.
Okay, thanks. So what happens after we reach the 4x? Does it automatically go back into our wallet, or do we have to know when it reaches and then we have to take it out? I am not sure. I'm new to this, so.
That's a good question. It's in the back office that we have, in the DApp that we have. It shows you with a very big number what your pending rewards are. And if you click on each order, it's going to show you what's pending still. Okay, so it's going to be very clear what you have almost done. Okay, what orders you have almost done, and which ones you have to kind of recharge if you choose to continue.
Okay, so but what happens, because you get your initial capital back, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct.
Does it automatically go into your wallet after you hit the 4x?
No.
Well, you get it back in the form of the daily profits. So you get it back over time.
That's not what she meant.
So Julie, what's happening
so
is
you don't get the capital back. You just get 4 times.
Yeah, same as
So if you
Hyperverse.
start with 1,000, do you end up with 4,000 in profits, and then your capital is just gone because you got 4,000 out total in profits?
Well, I mean, it's not really gone. It's just you just got it in profits. So
What a
it
load
came
of idiots.
from another way.
the 4x includes your 1,000. The 4x includes your initial. That's
Yeah,
a part.
it includes it. Yes. So it's
Okay, so you
you
end
start
up
with
with-
1,000,
Don't overtalk
and
it.
it's an additional 3,000.
So you end up with 4,000 profit in your wallet, and then it's done.
Well, 3,000 profit because the 1,000 was the capital, right? So then that's 4x. So 1 times 4,000. So I hope that makes sense.
But it all comes out in profits, and then you don't have to do anything with the capital because you've gotten your capital back in the form of the profits.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. And then what about
This is the lady
as far
speaking.
as the 4x ending on December 31st, I assume you still there isn't time for us to earn 4 times that. So I'm assuming that what it means is whatever orders we've put in before December 31st, that's honored, that those will earn 4x. And then just any new orders that we put in after December 31st goes down to the 3.5x.
You got it exactly right. So any orders placed now until December 31st are going to be grandfathered into the. Well, they're going to keep the 4x.
Perfect. Okay. And one last question. I'm guessing that the new requirements for the ranks to have a certain amount in their orders, that is what you're doing to offset so that it's sustainable versus I'm always worried about sustainability. So I'm just wondering when you're
adding these ranks that are now going to be earning 80 and 90%.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sustainability offset by the new requirements? Is that what you guys did?
Absolutely. That factors in very majorly, okay, because
So I can't help but think that these questions are staged, because some of these questions are like answering some good questions and then they're just distinguishing the answers like, oh, that's great. Okay, then. Like, really? That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, and I just think these must be staged.
Because we don't just want to have, we also don't just want to have, somebody here that's just a community builder, okay? We also want we also want users that believe in the project, right? Believe in the growth of the.
So you're going to start building a metaverse and you've got your own blockchain. Remember Facebook, have you heard of them? Well, they spent $14 billion, yes, billion with a B, building their version of the metaverse and gave up on the project and sacked 11,000 people about a year and a half ago. And you guys think you can pick up the project and carry it on and do this? On what budget? And where are you going to get the money from? Is this your cash funding exercise?
This ecosystem. So that's why we also set this minimum, okay? Not just for sustainability, but also because we don't just want somebody here to just be a community builder alone. So I hope that answers your question there.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate this whole presentation. It's been very informative. Greatly appreciated.
Read that off a cue card.
Thanks for coming.
How do we get the recording?
Oh, off the
I'm
Crypto
going to
Ponzi
be
Scheme
adding it
Avenger
in the
stuff.
chat. It's continuous. And if it's not, I'm going to make it continuous. So it's going to be in this meeting chat. I'm going to send the link here.
What's your last name, Leo?
Oh, okay, great. Thanks.
So you would come onto you would go to your Zoom, you would tap on this meeting, and then in the chat it would show the link there. I'm gonna post it once it's ready.
She's happy with that. She hasn't got a question ready.
All right.
Okay, Miguel, you're up now.
The circus performers, aren't they?
Thanks so much. Thank you for keeping me on wedding here.
No problem.
And thank you so much, Leo, for the presentation. Also for Julie for the previous question where they did clarify my questions. But one remains. One remains is the fact that once we activate the CP package, I think there must be a time frame for one to cancel, because if we can cancel in any time you want, I think it can bring negative effect to the business. I mean, in the company point of view. So, is there a time frame for one to cancel? Because if, according to the explanation, if one cancels, it can keep getting the same benefit of 1% per day and 4x. That is not, beneficial for the company. So can you confirm that, please? And also to give a thumb up, congratulations to the company, because if they allow one to, have the capital back even after 4x, will be very negative for the company. So it's good and it's beneficial if the company includes the 4x with the capital. So that is correct. And
right.
I think it was a great decision. So my question is the last one. Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks, Miguel, for the really good question. The reason we have the 4x is because if we didn't have the 4x, if we didn't have the cap, you're absolutely right. It would be very bad for the business. And the capital is included into this 4x that you get. So why this is bad, or why it was bad, because earlier we didn't have the cap, it's not sustainable that way. That's a really good point that you're making.
So
and this is another reason that we added the 4x. So the question
you need to ask him then, for the project, where is the money coming from? For the project that you're pushing and peddling here, where is the money coming from for the project? Are you relying on people selling memberships? Sorry. I'm just getting my Zoom meetings in order, because I've got Bob in the background here giving me links to other things. Where did it go? Go back. Yeah, so where's the money coming from? Too many windows, Danny. Carry on, Gobi.
Even if somebody cancels, let's say towards the end, they're still going to get the maximum 4x. Okay, so there's always that cap there. So does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. But is there a minimal time frame for one to cancel? Let's say one activate the CP today. Yeah. Can one cancel after 1 month, 2 months, 2 months, 3 months? When can one cancel?
No, you can cancel. You can cancel whenever you want. The cap is still going to be 4x.
Okay. 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 Thanks so much.
That's not right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No,
you mean because if you want activate CP today and after 10 days cancels, it looks like it's robbing to the company because you're going to get the same. I mean, much more benefits when we compare to someone that went to the.
So what we really want to find out is if you put money in today, can you get it out straight away? Because that's where these programs. He said earlier on that it's going to be on the exchanges. It's going to be on the exchanges mean they're not on the exchanges. So if you put your money in and give these guys your USDT, they're just going to give you a monopoly game to play while they disappear with all the money. That's all these programs do. It's the same with We Are All Satoshi. They alleged they had $260 million in their advertising budget or their marketing budget, and now it's all disappeared. But they didn't have that money there. It was just this only way this program is going to exist is by selling memberships and having people think they're going to get a high return in their investment, and they hand over their money like it's just made of tea leaves. It's just so terrible.
3x leverage protocol. You see, the leverage protocol pays 0.8% per day, but the compounding protocol pays 1% per day.
It's 0.7% for the wave.
0.7%. And I just want to add that if you cancel the compounding protocol, you can't. I mean, you can't.
7% per day actually equates to something stupid. There's another program that a whole lot of Nigerians were asking my help for, and I can't remember the stats exactly, but it was paying 1.65 per day. And then they doubled the rewards for a couple of months. And if you let it all compound, that $1,000 investment would turn into, I think it was $180,000 or $200,000 in 12 months. It doesn't sustain itself. So these guys sound like they're doing the same. If you're going to give somebody $1,000 and they're offering you, 1 point something per day, that's just ridiculous. That's why they've got 4 months before it falls over. Think of all the other Ponzi schemes that Sam Lee's been part of, like VidiLook, Vend, and VOV. Yeah, they just don't last. Even We Are All Satoshi. What did the first last for? I think it went for 4 months, got 20% through their project. And then, it just goes on and on and on. It's crazy.
Cancel it, first of all. You can only stop the compounding, and you don't get your capital back if you stop the compounding.
Oh,
okay.
Now you go. Okay, I got you.
Yes. You don't get the capital back until you reach the 4x. Does that make sense?
But you didn't say that a minute ago.
The difference. Yeah. So it's not, of course, if we allowed people to get their capital back, then it would be completely unsustainable and just
there's no other money.
Dumb business move.
Then
it would not be smart at all.
You're freaking crazy now.
But just for clarification,
protocol.
One can activate now. 2 weeks later, it can cancel and get 1% per day and 4x. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so somebody starts today, and after 2 weeks, they decide to stop. You can't cancel the compounding protocol.
You can't cancel.
No, you can't cancel it. You can only stop the compounding.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much.
So it's a scam.
But that's important to clarify for everybody. So thanks for asking that question.
So Leo, basically you're saying what's happening is if someone comes in as a passive person, they're not building, they're just passive. And they have a principal of 1,000 and they're getting 1% on that 1,000 every day, but it's being automatically compounded. So there's nothing for them to withdraw. They're not going to be able to withdraw anything until they stop the compounding, because stopping the compounding means that their profit is no longer going to be compounded. It's going to be there in their account for them to withdraw. So you don't, if you want to start taking your funds out, then you stop the compounding, because now your funds are going to come to your wallet for you to be able to withdraw it. However, if you're building, only your profit from your principal is going to be compounded, but anything that you're getting from your from your team, any rewards from your team, is still going to be coming to you so that you can withdraw. So it would behoove you to at least build and tell a few people so that you can begin to get profits daily while you're compounding at the same time. That's what's so brilliant about this, is that while you're building a team, usually when you have a compounding product, you compound, and it's only when you stop the compound, or first of all, it's brilliant that this is an auto compound. Because in most compounding projects, people are like, well, can it just happen automatically? It's like, no, you have to go in and you have to compound it yourself. So that's brilliant that is happening for you. The other thing that's brilliant is that people that have teams, they usually have their team profits also. They put that back in as a compound. But here, you can do that, but that's the part that you have to do manually. If you want to compound the profits that you're getting from your team, you do that manually. Otherwise, you can just take that out as your withdrawal, and you're still compounding at the same time. That is like the best of both worlds. Hopefully you guys can see that.
You have the freedom to decide what you want to do with the two separate rewards, with the profits from the passive.
You get to decide how to play the game.
Rewards from the dynamic.
But you don't get your money out.
Awesome. This what's happening, lady?
Hello, everyone.
How are you? How are you doing?
Zoom user.
Really good, thank you. Lovely to see you all. Leo, that was a fantastic presentation.
What
can I say?
They always say that.
It's very clear.
Thank you.
Very
much.
So I have a bit of a technical question regarding the compounding feature. So am I able to toggle it on and off? So if I don't want to auto compound it, is there a button to toggle it off?
Absolutely. It's right.
Oh, we might need to have a wee sneaky preview. I'm just going to black the screen. There is a possibility we can jump into a Zoom meeting and heaven knows. I'll just hide my camera. Oh, hold up. Need to put a cloth over my camera so I can be naughty. Password 777. I'll put this in the limp. Oh my goodness. It's allow, and let's see what we've got here. This is a commercial interview. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Recording in progress.
Loan lending protocols are AVE, Radiant.
Oh my God, it's even Murray.
And Uniswap. I know I've heard of Uniswap. I hadn't heard of some of these. That's okay. You don't need to know everything to do this. That's for sure. Now, the decentralized exchanges.
If anyone wants to come in here with us and cause some havoc.
Uniswap, Pancake Swap,
Password
Sushi Swap,
777.
plus all these other exchanges are all in play in Boomerang. Of course, the wallets that you can use, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Wallet Connect, or Rainbow. Most of us like to use MetaMask. It's a very well-known wallet where you can store your funds once you've made it. Now, the decentralized exchange aggregators used are Paraswap and OpenOcean. You could probably Google these and find out a bit more about them. Now, here's the roadmap, okay? So currently the AI version 1, we're going to be on the networks are Matic and Ethereum. We've got these lending protocols, AVE and Radiant. There's 15 plus decentralized exchanges, and the fee for the lender fee is 0.05%, and the platform fee, this is very important, is 0%. No platform fee, okay? So that's really cool. No charge while we're in version 1. When we upgrade to the next version, there'll be 3 more chains on the network.
Let's cause some havoc.
Some added lending protocols and more trade pairs. Okay. Then version 3. This is the big one. This is the one we want to be. We're working towards. Okay. We're adding 3 more chains on the network. Uniswap will be there, and here's the very important part. I want Chavez to highlight this little spot right here. Auto trading AI bot beta version launch. You will be passive 24 times 7. So that's 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can then be passive with auto training AI bot. So that means after we do this for some months, we've taught the AI exactly how we want to trade and the profits we want to make and the trades that are giving us profits. And then he's learnt so much, the AI, I'm calling it he, that we can be passive. We don't need to do the trades anymore. We can just set and forget.
I'm just trying to get in
That's the
here.
exciting part. And when we get into this version, the platform fee 5% of the profit that you make. On each transaction, on each trade, there'll be, you might make $20, $100, 5% goes to the platform fee. But you're doing it, it's all done automatically. You're just letting it do its thing. You just turn it on and go, okay, off you go. Do your work for a couple of hours while I have my dinner or something. It's amazing. So this is why you need Boomerang, okay? Boomerang prepares profitable trades and keeping the execution of arbitrage trades for the trader. Smart contracts lock in the trade parameters, ensuring timely execution, and facilitates the movement of assets between different markets or platforms. By using smart contracts and AI, Boomerang protocol can achieve a high degree of automation and transparency and reliability in executing arbitrage trades without the need for manual coding and analyzing. So that's what we're working towards, a high degree of automation as we teach the AI what a good trade is. Like I was saying, he's going to start it's going to start to be automatic, which is really, really exciting. Now, some key elements for a successful trade. Arbitrage is the purchase and sale of an asset in order to profit from a difference in the asset's price between marketplaces. That's just a simple definition. There is no risk of losing money, okay? No risk of losing money should a sequence of trades not executed as expected. So if it doesn't work, if it doesn't give you a profit, it won't work. It won't let you do the trade. The transactions will be reverted due to lack of funds or because a smart contract isn't able to repay a flash loan or before others do. It does not require any kind of prediction algorithm or stop loss strategy. Currently, that's what arbitraging is all about. And it's complicated. Rather, it deals with finding profitable opportunities in the present moment before they disappear. So we're doing live trades.
You're fucking terrible.
Thank you. That's the presentation. An exciting journey awaits. There you go, David. Back to you guys and Douglas.
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Yvonne. Bedankt. What a great presentation. I heard it.
How do I say it? I can't say it in Dutch. I've forgotten. Dank je wel. Alsjeblieft. Alsjeblieft. There you go.
Wow, thank you.
Did you see me waving?
I really get excited. Who is excited? Give a heart for Boomerang.
That's incredible.
Who is excited? Give a heart.
No. Fucking disgusting.
Only few people? Is that all?
That's all.
We cannot sleep for 2 weeks. Come on, guys. Send me more hearts. Then I can also see that you listened to Yvonne. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. What an exciting time and what a great guy, Chavez. Is he on the call? Oh,
He's not here yet. I don't see him not yet.
Okay.
But
Teresa,
Wow.
Teresa, do you have a question? You raised your hand. Can we do a few questions about Boomerang? Only about Boomerang, please. Rowena.
Hello, Frida.
Hi, hi.
Yeah. do we need to add those coins in our MetaMask? The one that we, oh, okay.
Yes. At this moment, Rowena, and for everyone, we are trained with 40 trainers. We are doing just at this moment the presentation, and after that we will be training. And if it's correct, we can start tomorrow, and we will be doing live trades. We will be explaining which coins you have to add in MetaMask. So there will be trainings. Don't worry, we will train you. But at this moment, it's just introducing this exciting AI. I do trading for 7 years by myself, but sleepless nights. Oh, the coin fell down. Oh, the coin, I missed the upside. But this is AI, and it's getting better. It will be automated after 2-3 months, 24/7. So it's an opportunity. Okay. Oh, we are with 100 people. I have 2 spots here.
Oh.
Yeah. If Shafez wants to come in, I will go out with my mobile. Oh, there twice here.
I will tell you.
Okay.
I'm watching.
Diana, hello.
So full house. Wow.
Yes.
Diana,
you raise your
Causing a wee
hand.
bit of disruption.
Hi, Father.
Hi.
Excited about Boomerang. And Rowena, to answer your question, do we have to add the other tokens? Yes, you will have to add, but you need not add them before. You may add them after you've done the trade as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's correct.
Yeah, we all learn along. Add them as you need them.
Oh, we have more. You keep an eye on Shafez, Douglas.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I hope that here are also new people, because this is just a new project, but we have also our main business, and that's we are all Satoshi. You can participate in Boomerang by participating in We Are All Satoshi. And at this moment, I think Chantal, my lovely colleague from the Financial Freedom Team, she's ready to present the main business. And this is the Santa Claus Christmas gift that Shafez is giving us. But there is so much more. And Chantal will explain what we have more. And thank you, Yvonne. I know you are busy. Merry Christmas if you are ready with your family. So Chantal, I will give the word to you. Oh, sorry, Chantal.
I make a co-host.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for organizing today again. And it's awesome to see Yvonne present here. It's awesome to see all of you here. We are in exciting times just before Christmas, but also at a new phase of the project that we are all in. And about that project and the base, almost the home in which you're arriving,
Gonna ring up Yvonne Murray.
Give a presentation. Let me see if sharing is working.
That's good.
Okay. So, welcome to Affiliate Marketing 2.0. The core of the Financial Freedom Team has set a journey and is inviting you to this journey wherever you have found us from. But we believe that systems are going to change, and we want those systems. We want people to get through those changes in the most successful, but also in a certain way, the most safe way. And we have identified this project as a project that has a number of solid foundations that are necessary to get through this and to support our journey. And the first reason is everything you've heard as problems in the market around affiliate marketing 1.0 form the opportunity for a solution to take us to affiliate marketing 2.0. And one of the most important parts of affiliate marketing 2.0 is what we call a proof of reserve.
So there they are. They're talking about that already. That's no good. Don't want to lose focus of what I was doing, so I'm just going to finish that. But anyway, that was a bit of fun. Always like to jump into a Zoom meeting and cause some havoc. So let's carry on with our commercial, and I'm just going to put a wee timestamp where we got back into it. But I just want to carry on going on about Gobi and Jackie, of course. I just get so sick of these meetings. I mean, here they are once again trying to build the hype of an AI trading bot so they can get 500 USDT from people, and that's the beginning package. So it just gets more and more crazy. So let's just finish this meeting off and get this presentation done. So this video is all about Tammy and Gobi.
Right, as soon as you click on the order, it's right there at the top, big orange button, auto compounding stop.
Okay, so say for example, I want to put it on again. Is there a delay or does it activate straight away?
Yeah, so there's a delay of the next day, okay? So you can only turn it on and off one time per day.
But you can turn it on and off one time per day?
Yes, so if you turn it off one day, for example, I turn mine off now, I won't be able to turn it back on until the next day.
Why is that?
Okay.
It resets.
Sorry to interrupt. So if I turn it off, let's say, for example, within these 100 days, I decide to turn it off. Does that affect the 100 days, or is that still a 100-day duration of that particular staking amount?
Good point.
Good question.
The 100 days, do you mean to get until you get the 4x?
Yeah.
It affects the amount of time that it's going to take to get the 4x, yes. Because
everything
if
works
you keep
against
the compounding on, it's faster. If you stop it, no matter how long you stop it, it's going to be slower.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you. So say, for example, I keep it auto-compounded for the 100 days or until I reach the 4x. Then what happens at the end of that duration? Do I have an option to go back into the pool?
You have to rely on
your... Yeah, absolutely. You can start up a new... of course, at that point, I don't know if it's going to be 4x. Of course, it's not going to be 4x because it ends on the 31st of December. I don't know what it's going to be at that point.
You won't be in business by then.
However, of course, you will have the option.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. That's great. That's answered my question.
Yeah. Thanks,
Tammy.
Thank you for coming.
Not the answers I'd want to hear.
Great.
Yeah, great questions.
Yes.
Aisha, I mean, she's our host, right, in all the meetings. She's very strict, we make sure you bring your name. I think she had a meeting with someone else. I was wondering, unmute. Zoom user, can I see your face, please? I know.
Just a circus performance, isn't it, Gobi? That's what you do. The friggin' sidekick there.
I was actually breaking my own rule there, and I did think...
own rule, right? I didn't expect you at all. I saw you like, oh my gosh. No, that's not Aisha.
Well, I've turned on my camera, so I think I've just softened that a little bit for myself.
When she turned on her camera, I knew exactly it was over. She was good after she turned her camera on. So
obviously
she kind of broke her own rule, but she didn't break her rule. She kind of corrected herself. So thanks, Aisha.
Thanks for looking after our community in Hong Kong, Aisha. Well done, you, Travis. Of course, as usual, brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone. I have a question, Leo. This is actually came from Harry as well. This compounding, the money is going double, triple. Will that count to our sales volume to get the rank?
If the compounding goes to your sales volume to get the rank.
It has to. We'll say that $1,000, for example, somebody put it. So in 120 days, for example, it's gone $4,000 now. So I know I will get that $4,000, whatever generating every day.
Okay, got it.
The dynamic reward will come, I know that. That means that $4,000 volume going to count to my rank. Am I right?
Unfortunately, it's not. It's only going to be the initial starting capital plus the compounding, plus the profits added every day.
So
does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. It does make sense. Yes.
So anytime somebody compounds, so anytime somebody adds capital, it adds to the sales volume, right? Because they're rebuying essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
this
the
compounding is kind of
compound
rebuying, isn't it? No, the compounding is kind of rebuying, isn't it? So you are adding.
Yes, so you could refer to it that way. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it should count towards my rank wallet, right?
No.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, did I get confused on the question? If that was the question, then yes, it does.
Yes. So
okay, my
the
apologies.
total compounding money, right? If I have 10 people with $1,000 in 4 months' time, possibly they will get $40,000. So I'm automatically V1.
Yeah, as long as they have recompounded it. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's brilliant.
That was a good question. Yes. So.
I had one more question. I forgot. When I was talking to Aisha, I forgot.
Thank you for asking that question.
What was the next question?
That's a good question.
You guys answered all the questions. You did it. Tammy did it. You answered all the questions. It's all about the compounding thing. But compounding, the 1%, when you stop compounding, you can't take it out. Only disadvantage is you are locking that fund until you get 4x. So 4x might take 4x. If you withdraw your fund every day, the 4x might take 10 months, might be 8 months. So
it's going to take longer.
You are going to lock your fund. It's good news is you're going to withdraw every single day, yes, but you're locking your. But normally you lock your fund with everywhere, right? But here, this company allowing you to take your initial fund anytime you want, if you are in Wave protocol. After 10 days, every 10 days, you have it. But here you are keeping your money. You're locking your fund for long. The good news is, in 100 days, you got the money back, even if you withdraw every day. That's the good news.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. I unfortunately
Thank
have
you,
another
Danny.
call.
I have to go out, but your exposure of Tammy and Gobi is unreal. Wow, this charade just keeps morphing. These sneaky snakes need to be stopped from scamming people.
Awesome. One of my regulars posted a nice comment in the chat room that's happening there, so I just sort of read it out.
To attend to, so maybe we can get like another question or two, and then wrap it up because I have to get to the other call.
Okay, we just have one last one from Julie. I'm trying to answer some of the ones that are in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to find who this guy is, and obviously they police who's talking and who's not. But here's another Ponzi scheme that we can follow anyway, because I'm getting a bit tired of We Are All Satoshi. I couldn't stand going through another presentation of We Are All Satoshi, so that's why I ended that YouTube meeting. And also I've got to go to bed and get some sleep, and also I want to play the video of this presentation. Wish I could automatically end my live streams, but anyway, well, let's carry on to the end of this question.
I was writing out your answer to the question on what we do once we reach the 4x, and you said it's already going to have gone to our wallet. But if we keep the auto compounding on, none of it goes to our wallet. So what do we do if we keep the auto compounding on the whole time? Once it reaches the 4x, so say we put in 1,000 and then we've auto compounded to 4,000, then how do we get that 4,000 out? Because you said it'll just automatically come to our wallet, but if we're auto compounding, it doesn't come to our wallet. So what do we do?
Yeah, so essentially what happens is if you keep the auto compounding on, after a certain point, okay, as if you're also building the community, you're going to build up that 4x. Okay. Does that make sense?
Go on, say it.
So, Julie, essentially, you have to turn it on.
Yeah.
You have to turn it off, Julie, in order for you to receive.
Yeah.
You have to turn it off.
So, you have to turn it off for you to receive, for you to start receiving the profits every day to your wallet. And then if you're also building the community, it's going to deduct in the 4x. Does that make sense?
Doesn't sound right. That's what she's trying to say.
Well, the community reward shouldn't come into play.
Well, the community reward comes into play because your risk is being mitigated. If you come out of your pocket with
I understand that. But I'm asking because I have a lot of passive people on my team. So I'm trying to, let's pretend I'm passive. And let's just say that I put $1,000 into the CP, and then I keep it on auto compounding the whole time because I'm passive and I don't want to log in every day and all that. So when it reaches 4,000, what happens?
Nothing. Your $4,000 disappears and you get your rewards back. So it's like a loan from them.
Julie, the thing is that every time it compounds, that new compounded amount, that new amount that gets compounded, it also
But you would have to stop the compounding.
It will run forever.
And then the profits would be going into your wallet.
So it will run forever. So you need to turn it off in order for you to receive profits.
Exactly.
Because so if you compound 1,000, and you're going to get, that first compound that's going to be, what is it, $10, 1%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that 1%, that $10 is also going to 4x.
Where's the money come from?
Okay, so it is perpetual then.
Yes. And you're only going to get the profits when you turn the compounding off if you're passive.
Oh, look at that. Look.
In fact, whether you're passive or not, to get the profits out of that compounding, you need to turn the compounding off.
What a line, bitch, eh?
Actually, you know what?
Say anything.
Actually, yeah, that's right, Tammy. That's right. You're right on that.
Oh, good. He's doing the presentation.
I hope that clarifies the question, Julie.
Not really, because I'm still because at some point, what I'm understanding is that it should, if you put in 1,000, you wait till it reaches 4,000, then that 4,000 should go into your wallet when you turn it off. But what you're going to have to do is once it reaches 4,000, you turn the auto compounding off, and then you just wait for the 1% for $40 a day to go into your wallet.
It's going to drip to you. It's going to continue to drip to you no matter what. It's going to drip out. You're not going to get 4,000 in your wallet. It's going to drip out to you. And you have the option as to when it's dripping, you have an option to take that drip feed and compound it or withdraw it.
Okay, because every time you compound, let's say you got 1,000, so the $10 per day, that again, that $10 a day, which is the 1% per day, is locked in again for the 4 times. Locked in again, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then you have to turn the auto compounding off.
Yes, that's what I said. You have to turn it off in order for you to receive.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Yep.
No problem.
Great question. Hopefully that clears up everyone else's that need to have that clarified. That can get a little tricky to understand because we're not used to having the auto compounding. That's not something that usually happens in these projects. So having the auto compounding is pretty awesome, but you have to understand in order for you to get those profits, you need to turn the compounding off.
Since I know Leo have to go, we can see. I think that was a great question what Julie was asking. It will drip you, of course. It start from, if you say for example, you put $1,000. The day number 1 after the Forex done, day number 1, you will get your initial $1,000 out. The next day, 10, then 10, it will increase all the way because last day your compounding was big. Possibly, you will say per day, I don't know, $50, possibly. It will drip that way. But my advice, Julie, at that point, because what you are looking for more money, rather than you get your 1,000 out and then 10, then 10, 20 or whatever out, I would say on that day, stop compounding, send all the funds to your web protocol. You make 1%, which is huge amount of money will come every day. Just a strategy. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But
the compounding basically allows you to build up your balance. It allows you to build up the amount that you can actually receive.
Exactly.
As you continue to compound, you get more and more and more and more and more. And at some point, you want to stop compounding so you can withdraw that more, especially if you're passive.
Yeah, that withdrawal can be like, it said you build the basic amount, the 1,000 to all the way $4,000, for example. Now you're going to make $40 every day if you move that funds to stop compounding, for example. To stop compounding, you'll make about $40 per day. Am I right, Leo? Which is wow, brilliant. So
when you compound, you're not only building up your balance, but you're also building up your daily reward. You're building both when you compound. So at some point, you do want to stop it so that you can start receiving it.
Every 25 days, you make $1,000 after that, which is, you invested 1,000. After that 4x, right? If you stop compounding, you're going to make about $1,000 every 25 days.
Okay, so can I just clarify something? I'm sorry to interrupt, Gobi. So I see in the comments that Miss Julie is saying that because I said that the auto compounding has to be
stopped.
If it's on, you don't receive anything in your wallet. So the reason that we posted this banner with the 1.33%, 1.67, and 2.33, I may be a little bit wrong on those percentages, is because if you stop the compounding, okay, the goal is actually, and I apologize because I didn't clarify this in the beginning. The goal is to stop it after a certain amount of days, okay, so that you can then recoup your 4x, right? So the longer that you hold on to it, the faster you're going to be able to get the 4x. So it's essentially the same thing as what we were saying, but it's just a bit of a different. Does that make sense? So, like, for example, you start compounding 1,000 after 60 days or 90 days. Don't exactly remember the number right now. It's going to be that percentage per day. So you would stop it there, and then you would get that percentage on your initial capital until you get the 4x out.
That's 1.78.
I think the reason she was asking, so to make money, you have to stop. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, eventually you would have to, because you can't just keep compounding unless you're building the community as well. But you can't just have somebody passive here just compound forever. No, that doesn't work.
Right.
Exactly.
In fact, you should please focus on getting your principal out. Always focus on it.
Yeah.
I mean, people have a tendency to turn this compounding on, and they see their balances going up and up and up.
How's the company going to sustain itself if everyone's just focused on getting their reward money out? This is how stupid these programs.
And focus on taking your profits out. Don't let the compound just stay on, because it's on automatically. And in order for it to go off, you have to stop it. So just at some point, even if you just turn it on for a week and off for a week, on for a week, off, just get some kind of a strategy to make sure that you get your principal.
Absolutely. That's a good one, sis. You said on for a week, off for a week. I know you will miss one day in between. Not bad. As long as you got your money out, here we go.
Your money?
You can wait one day, no problem.
Especially if you're passive.
It's overall amazing, Leo. Honestly, this is, so much clear, and look, it's beautiful. If you look at, I know we can ask questions again and again. This is the best program in the market, guys. You go and do the research. Don't listen to Gobi. Don't look at Tammy's face. No. We always say that. Please go and do some kind of research. This is the best. Compare with anything. The professionalism, everything better. Please go and have a look. You can ask Thokozani, my bro, King. I'm right. Please unmute Thokozani. Look at the king. He's not talking. He's quiet. You have to talk to him.
Where is he?
He's there. Just
raise your hand, Thokozani. I can't find you.
Just that.
There he is. There you go. Hey, Thokozani, how are you?
All right, everybody. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have another call.
He's got a
I'm gonna have to leave the meeting. However, I'll keep the meeting open so you guys can stay here as long as you need to. Okay.
Please keep the meeting open. Let's have.
You can transfer the host to me. Transfer the host to me, Leo. Transfer the host over to me, Leo.
Thank you very much, Leo, for a beautiful.
Good idea.
Yeah.
No problem, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Leo, for a stellar presentation, bro.
Tammy, the host.
All right. Thanks, Leo.
No problem. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. See you, everybody.
For a beautiful presentation. Tammy, Gobi, Aisha, Rev, Mama Action, my business partners, my leaders. What a great season to be alive. This is beautiful. We love it. I believe we are going to, step into 2024 in style.
Yes.
So I don't have much to say, Gobi. Why did you guys not bring this opportunity in 1985? That's all I can say. We've seen blood on the streets of network marketing in 2023. It has been hectic. Luckily, by God's grace, we have found this opportunity. It's promising. Ladies and gents, let us not wait for people to become multimillionaires before we make a decision to get started. Let us grab it now, come out of risk. Like Leadership Tammy is saying, our number one priority should be coming out of risk, right? And then spread our wings. Thank you very much, Gobi. Thank you very much, leader.
I think we have a support link in here. Who posted this? Antonio? Is that the official support for Alyx Union?
This is like it's a Telegram group. This is a Telegram group.
Is that our support group, right? Oh, then of course, people can join, and if you have any question, that should be open group. Then people can ask question and get answers. Looks like. Please have a look this whether it's an official one.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, otherwise we don't want anyone. Oh yeah, it looks like it's an official.
Gobi, I have one request, please.
Yeah.
Tammy, you remember the leadership trainings that you guys did in the Hyper Days every Saturday? We need that. It's beautiful. It groomed us, it shaped us, it built us. We need that. Please, that is my humble request. Think about that. When we come back in 2024, let us have those. It's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay, we will keep that in mind for sure. They were great.
What was great about them? That you
okay, so this looks like it is about 19,000 people. This is Alyx Union Global Telegram group.
Can you see whether it is official? I mean, 19,000 people.
19,000. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about this group.
I can't see the members. So I don't know who's managing this. I don't know who the admins are.
19,000 members already. I can't believe that.
Yeah. Let's just check with Cadence and Vince.
I go to this guy's Facebook page
to confirm, because this is my first time seeing that group as well.
I just went and had a look as well now, first time.
Yeah. It's been around. It looks like it's a legitimate post. It looks like it's legitimate post.
There are people like Antonio, NJ. I know this. They are not. I don't think it's our group. Being honest, who are these people?
This is Alyx. This is Alyx. This is Alyx Union Global. This is the global group.
Yeah, and it's nothing to do with us, isn't it? It's not. I don't think it's our group.
It's not our group. It's the global group. It's Alyx Global.
Yeah, Alyx Global. I mean, I'm asking, is it something to do with Alyx? That's what I'm asking.
It is Alyx. It's ALX, but it's the global chat. Let me just
Antonio's here, I think. You can ask that.
Where is it? Antonio, raise your hand.
Antonio, he's here. He's an admin of that group.
Raise your hand, Antonio. Antonio.
Yes. He has left. This is what I'm asking. Is that really our group? That's what I'm asking. Alyx Union Global.
So he's gone, huh? Yeah. Just okay. Let me remove this then for right now. All right, we're not going to be for anybody so we can confirm where it comes from. All right, I think we've answered all the questions.
By the way, Benny, I have sent all the funds, bro. Whatever I have promised to the relevant team. I don't have any areas. Whatever I promised, I've done already. Everything going to Mama Action, and we can ask Thokozani, my brother. Any amount or the promotion I promised, I don't have any areas. All gone.
Kindly help. I have
done it.
Problem
so you're asking me whatever the package I promised, I have done already a while ago. So please speak to the relevant leaders and let me know. Sis, do we have to do any promotions?
No, we're not doing any promotions right now.
No, that's fine. No promotions. Okay.
No, not right now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll see you guys. This corporate call is done every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll see you on this particular call on Monday. And then we'll be back to having other calls later in the day, starting next week. We have some people that are still traveling and getting back to their homes as a result of the Hong Kong event. Just got back myself, so there are some people that are still traveling. So the other presentations will resume. We're still also waiting for the updated official presentation that's going to come from corporate. That's going to talk about, as you saw what Leo did, he talked about the Alyx Union piece, but then he kind of went into and had to start talking about the comp plan. So all that is going to be incorporated into one updated presentation, which we're still waiting for. So hopefully next week sometime we'll be back on board to have our regular presentations that are given by your teams. Some of our teams have presentations that we do as well, and we're going to be resuming those again as we go along. I know I have a meeting this afternoon as well, so there are team meetings that are taking place as well. So keep an eye out for those.
What he's actually doing is
All right. Thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate everyone's time. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Savvy crypto investors. Alrighty, so that's that was the feedback. So remember I said we did that backwards. So now we've got the PowerPoint, and I'll play it from the start. This is 19 minutes long, and it's basically the PowerPoint presentation of the whole lot. So let's play it. Let's see what happens. I'll make sure I've got it in the right area. I'm going to put it over here. I might get ready for bed. I'm already in my PJs. Would you believe that? I've got a shirt on. But what I'm getting at is I just think that's going to be there. So we'll put that down there. You'll get the whole presentation, I think, if all goes well. What have we got? Where's the bottom? There it is. All right. So it's another Ponzi scheme. How long does it last? It sounds as shady as hell. You need to go get some sleep, D. I know I do. I'm going to be back here in 4 hours' time. But let's play this for 19 minutes and see what happens. Crypto Buddha, welcome here. I just told there was an arrest warrant for Wee. Really? Oh, yeah, I know Wee well. Sam Lee actually meant to provide the software for that, and now it's changed to the blockchain era. Who are they going after, Diego? Hey, Danny, I just got told there was an arrest warrant out for... Hello?
Hey, Danny, I just was told that there is an arrest warrant out for you initiated by Wee. Familiar with it?
Arrest warrant out for you, initiated by Wee. No, there's no such thing. Don't forget I've been sued. Somebody tried to sue me for 3.8 million. I'm used to all this shit. I know how it works. No one's got an arrest warrant out for me, and I'd be the first person to know about it. And what would they arrest me for? They claimed back about a year ago that they were going to go after the Stuff newspaper that did a whole featured article about them. And what would I have to do? What would they do? I'm telling everyone that the FMA flagged them. This is the FMA. FMA. Financial, was it FMA? Wee Global. If anyone come to arrest me, that would be funny. Global. Oh, here it is. I can't even spell. So here you go. Here's the Wee Global results. Is it that one? FMA unregistered. Let's see, FMA. There it is, I think. So I just need to print this out and give it to the policeman when he knocks on my door. Is that the one? FMA? FMA is our financial institute here in New Zealand. Global. And if you haven't kept up with the current events, they've rebranded themselves. And I've heard that the software... Oh, I can't find it. Where is it? FMA, what I need to do is... search for Wee and FMA. Surely that'd be enough to bring it up. Is it that one? Not that one. I think these companies need to hire people like me to do their marketing. Anyway, it's in here somewhere. Somewhere about Wee Global. Not that one. Is that the one? No. Global Venture. Anyway, there's a a warning out about them. And there's also a front page article in the press, which is the local paper. Funny enough, I've been on the front cover of the local paper just a wee while ago, which is quite cool. Actions closed, we millions, so they claim. Your actions, oh, what a load of rubbish. Hey, look at this, I'll show you something. So this is the front cover of the press, right? It's me. So that's the biggest paper in my hometown, right? And then if you go to Millernote, and you log in here, I'll just black that out for a second, make sure I can land on the right page. Loading. Look at those two beautiful people there, two scammers. Yeah, so that's Gobi. But anyway, if you go to persons of interest, you'll see all the people that I built a database on. And in here somewhere, you will find Steve Kondos. Steve Kondos, the ATO, hopefully I'm going over to Australia in January to help the ATO track down these people. This is one of them. So he's the guy that actually rang me on the phone. He's a friggin' idiot. What is he? Is this the one? Look at this. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, how you doing?
This is. I'm good. Who is this?
It's him ringing me after I told him I wanted to invest $50,000 in Wee Global. I'm still waiting for my phone to turn up. Idiots. And then what else have we got? We've got, I think there must be a link to the FMA thing in here somewhere. But this guy hasn't paid tax for the last 3 years. He's put in a zero tax return. And he goes back and forth to Dubai like it's a morning commute to work. So I did some pretty heavy videos on him. But the real exciting part is probably his personal contacts and all the friends he hangs out with. So Diego was too scared to come to Christchurch and flew back to Dubai after we got him flagged by the FMA. But if you go to the bottom of this, you see, we've got a newspaper article. Here he is in the front page. The idiots. Hey, look, I would relish the fact if somebody was going to do a court case against me because I busted a Ponzi scheme, bring it on. I've already had that. I won the last one. How many do you need? They just throw money at you because I've got scammer money. I don't care. Bring it on. Anyway, so, but as for Wee Global, funny stuff is happening with that at the moment. Anyway, we're not here for that. A bit of an interlude. So let's go back and listen to this. I will just go back and put that on the browser. I will probably go, if I have a black screen, it would be quite cool. I think we'll just have to play it behind that one there. That will make it look better. Boom. All right, you ready? Let's listen to this. 20 minutes. Dinner in Hong Kong. This is the guy, which I don't know who he is. He just goes by first.
That are going to change the game coming very soon. Are one of our main goals for 2024 is to have our two ecosystem tokens, Alyx and LFU token, listed on some of the biggest exchanges in the world.
So that means they're not actually listed at the moment, correct?
When we get listed on these exchanges, this is going to bring so much value, so much visibility.
And this is why We Are Satoshi is not listed on an exchange, because if they did, the true value of their coin would plummet. No one would buy it. These companies don't want to be on an exchange because that's where they get their value shoved down their throat. Nothing. It's just a game of Space Invaders or Monopoly.
So much outreach to our two tokens, and the results are going to be monumental. Now we have, of course, our Loop wallet, our ecosystem wallet coming on to this ecosystem. We have our SocialFi platform link already. we've had some key events, okay, already happened just last week in Hong Kong, which was a massive success, our 2023 end of year event. We've got our next major event, which is happening in location X, which I'm sure you're wondering where this location X is. We're going to talk about this very soon here. And of course, we've got the 21 validator nodes. Now, our upcoming tools, which are launching in Q1 of 2024, very soon here, are Alyx Swap and Alyx Bridge. Okay, Alyx Swap is essentially an advanced DeFi trading platform where you're going to be able to very easily trade your assets, your digital assets, with, of course, very low transaction fees. Alyx Bridge is the bridge between our blockchain and other blockchains. So you're going to be able to effortlessly connect and transfer assets between networks. Now, our two ecosystem tokens, again, Alyx, the native token of Alyx chain, and ELFU, our community token. Very, very powerful tokens with huge utility, even from right now. Okay, Alyx, of course, being the native token of our layer 1 blockchain, and ELFU, our community token. Now, there are some similarities here between the distributions. Every token, okay, like every token, each of Alyx and ELFU have their distribution model. And you guys can see here where they are going to be distributed. Now, what we are doing for ELFU token is we have a very ambitious long-term plan that will reduce the total supply of ELFU from 10 billion down to just 3 billion. That's a 70% decrease. Now, this is going to be done in 3 ways primarily. Number 1 is a portion of the fees are going to be burned in each transaction. Number 2, a portion of staking fees are burned when users stake in the new compounding protocol. And number 3, a percentage of revenue is going to be burned in each quarter. So this is very similar to Binance's Binance token, BNB. And we all know what has happened with BNB reaching prices and value of upwards of 300 USDT. Okay. Now, what these deflationary measures are doing is they are allowing us to provide the most value that we can for long-term users. Now, our roadmap for 2024, we've got a very detailed, very ambitious roadmap heading into next year, starting with Q1, which is, of course, the launch of Alyx Swap and Alyx Bridge, headlining this quarter. We're also going to be, of course, integrating Loop Wallet into our entire ecosystem. Q2, we're going to be onboarding our validator nodes with, of course, the huge rewards given to the top 3 validator nodes. The number 1, of course, getting those 5 million Alyx tokens. We are going to be listing ELFU on major exchanges, which is going to greatly help us increase the availability, the liquidity, the visibility, and the outreach of it. Q3, we're going to be launching our Alyx Incubator, which is going to support all of these innovative projects that want to build onto Alyx chain. So we're going to be, this is going to greatly help us explode the growth of our ecosystem. We're also going to be collaborating with Link to advance the development of the SocialFi platform. And Q4, we're going to be launching our developer grants and quote unquote hackathons. Okay. We're also going to be getting into the GameFi industry, which also has some massive upside potential. Another huge industry right there for the taking. We're also going to be initiating our blockchain's next generation upgrade. This is going to be integrating the state-of-the-art zero-knowledge machine learning technology. Now, so far, in just a little over 2 months, our global footprint has grown to over 30 countries worldwide with over 30,000 users. And our journey here, it is just beginning, ladies and gentlemen. We started initially with our 500 community nodes, and we have gone on now to over 30 countries with over 30,000 members. Now, the Hong Kong event that we had just a week ago,
Yep. So Sammy and Gobi must have gone to that, and 5 people got on the stage, and they got a whole lot of people in there, and they got to do a presentation. So everyone looks at them and goes, "Wow, this is amazing."
Right in Hong Kong, one of the biggest financial capitals of the world. We had over 500 members at this event, and every
Sounds like scammers to me. If Gobi and Tammy were in the audience, then you just got recruiters who are going to promote the Ponzi scheme.
single one of them there got to meet our CEO of Alyx Union, Mr. Ryan Strasser. Okay, so there were some incredible presentations there from our CEO, from other leading
All these guys are like 10 years old. You know what I mean?
industry leaders that really created a lot of excitement going into 2024. We've got some photos here to show you from all the people, from some of the people at the event. So it was a very massive success with a lot of excitement going forward. Now, with that all said,
Jesus, mate. Jim, what are you doing up at this time of night? It's 20 past 2 in the morning.
now that you all have a basic idea of what we are about, okay, what our vision is, what our mission
You better not be buying this. Have you seen what Ruby Coin's doing, Matt? I'm going to show you on my phone.
is, what we plan to do with this ecosystem and with our blockchain. Let's get into what exactly is in it for you when you decide to join our amazing ecosystem. What can you expect as a user? So the way that you can join our ecosystem is by joining our liquidity, our staking pools. Okay. So this is what we call the staking rewards here. Now we have 3 types of pools. We have first the liquidity protocol to the left here, which to start for all of them, the minimum amount is 100 USDT. This is for all 3 of our pools. But for the liquidity protocol, you're going to earn 0.5% per day. And you have a withdrawal fee of 3%, which you can withdraw at any point you choose. Okay, so you can enter the liquidity protocol and withdraw everything, your capital and your earnings, at any point you choose. Okay, so we give you the freedom to do so. Now, the Wave Leverage Protocol Premier is the difference. The main difference here is that the daily earnings are 0.7% per day. Wow. And you have 3x maximum rewards. And there is leverage involved with the Wave Leverage Protocol. And I'm going to explain how this works on the next few slides here. And last, but certainly not least, is the latest, the newest compounding protocol. Okay. Now, the compounding protocol.
Now, we had one of these with AAS, which is this guy in Nigeria, and he finished up stealing, rumoredly, $87 million from his people, and they're all, but he was paying 1.6 compounding interest per day, which literally if you invested $1,000, it would return you $200,000, because he had 2 months where he was double the amount of interest he was paying out. It's just ridiculous. But basically, you put $1,000 in, and I think it was over 180 with $200,000 you'd get out in 12 months. And then, would you believe it fell over really quick, and everyone lost all their money, except he stole it all, and now he's opened up an Apple store. But you have to go look at one of my old videos to see that one. Such a crack up.
Has an extremely lucrative factor to it, and that factor is none other than the compounding effect. Okay, there is an auto compounding feature with the compounding protocol, and we're going to explain how this works, but it is just very lucrative once you consider the power of the compounding effect. So the maximum rewards for the compounding protocol are for a limit.
Yes, well, funny enough, some people have been receiving payments from We Are All Satoshi, but you have to ask where the money has come from, Crypto Buddha. I don't think you're actually one of my fans. I think you're trying to taunt me. What I want you to do is I want you to go to this video link and watch this video, and then ask yourself, are you happy that the money that they tell you is in the Vault Horizon isn't there? This video proves that the Vault Horizon money that you are so happy about doesn't exist, and you can come back with your own video. So all the money that you think's in the Vault Horizon has disappeared, and that video proves it. It was released 13 hours ago. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. Have a wee watch of that and stop watching this one.
Limited time only, 4x. Okay, So after December 31st, it's going to be going down to 3.5x. Now, the tokens accepted for staking, okay, so to get started, is the following cryptocurrencies, and the rewards are given out in ELFU and ELF tokens. So 2 tokens with massive upside potential, especially ELFU token, which is already 50x since its launch just a little over 2 months ago. And that is just the start. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the way.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to say here. I mean, do you think it really makes me feel good? Hey, Danny, I just was told that there is an arrest warrant out for you initiated by WeWe. Familiar with it? I mean, what sort of comment is that? I mean, where did you hear that from? And why would WeWe Global be sending out an arrest warrant? Are they a legal entity? And they don't even exist anymore. They've closed down the company. So I'm trying to think why you would actually say that. So let's go to WeWe Global and let's have a look at their website. It's gone. And there was a message up there this morning, because I was there this morning, funny enough. So where's their website gone? Has everyone else got the same thing? But they've closed down. Are you just being funny? Because I know you've been in here before, and I don't think you've been funny. But I mean, come on, it's friggin' 2:30 in the morning. I've got to get up at 6 o'clock to run another meeting, and you're telling me that the people have got an arrest warrant out for me. Why would they do that? Why would you say that? I don't even think it's funny. I'm sorry, but anyway, just call me unsensitive.
Leverage protocol Premier. Okay, it may seem a little bit confusing. Okay, as this is a relatively new concept. However, it is actually very simple. And the way this works is there are phases in the Wave Leverage protocol. Now, each phase is 10 days. With each phase, you're going to have a leverage assigned to it. Your leverage is either going to grow, or it's either going to increase or decrease after every phase. So,
sorry, I must interrupt that. Well, if you want to share your hearings, tell me where you heard it from. That would be more useful, in all seriousness. It's like, how much you should try looking at my inbox. I get hundreds of messages every day from people. If you really want to help me, tell me the person that said that. Give me their name, give me their phone number, give me their email address. Tell me where they hang out, and I'll go and confront them, and it'll make a great thing for my YouTube channel.
For example, you start on phase 1. You start with 1,000 USDT. Okay, so phase 1 is day 1 to day 10. Your leverage for that phase is 1.1x. What this means is that you are going to earn your 0.7% per day on 1.1 times your initial deposit. So instead of earning 0.7%.
Well, thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate the support. Sometimes I just feel like I'm fighting a never-ending battle, which isn't mine. I've never invested in any of these platforms, but I get phone calls and messages all day long from people telling me they lost money to these platforms. And the reason I'm up at 2:30 in the morning is doing this video is because I want to help people understand that this is just pure shit and absolutely utter rubbish. Thank you very much, Jim. Really appreciate that. That's nice. I will clean a little bit more of your windows more next time too. But this is my point. These videos are so stupid. Do anyone actually really watch this shit and think these guys are real? All what they see is like, oh, if I give this guy 2,000 US, he's going to give me 2 times my money back. I mean, these are terrible. I just get so sick of them. But I saw this one tonight. If you watch the start of the video, you'll see what I was going on about was actually in this meeting here, Tami Jackson was actually doing a presentation telling everyone they should invest in this opportunity. It's just disgusting, isn't it?
Percent on 1,000 USDT, you're going to earn it on 1,100 USDT. Now, again, after each phase, your leverage is going to increase up to 2x. Okay, so phase 10, the leverage is going to reach the cap of 2x, which means that you're going to earn your 0.7% on 2 times your initial deposit. Now, you can withdraw all your principal every 10 days with the Wave Leverage protocol. Okay, so all your principal, you can withdraw it after every phase. Now, the compounding protocol. This is the newest protocol by Alyx Union, and this sets a new benchmark for rewards with the 4x returns and with the compounding effect. okay, with the auto compounding feature. So the way the compounding protocol works is you have the option to leave the auto compounding.
So what do you mean? You are sure helping me because of your webinars. I don't do webinars. I made 180 turn. Okay, so you aren't investing in these platforms anymore. Is that what you mean? Isn't it 160, 180? Right. So you that's great. Thank you.
Compounding feature on and recompound your daily earnings. So for example, let's say you start with an initial deposit, a starting principal of 1,000 USDT. If you let your profits compound every single day for 30 days, after those 30 days, your 4x pending rewards will be now over 5,000 USDT. Your compounded
So if you let your money compound, which we found out in the first part of this meeting, good, then you can't take your rewards out. So basically, if you trust this company's sure and the real deal, you put your money in and you just watch it snowball into a massive snowball till it gets to the point it's that big that you won't be able to withdraw it from the platform. And the lady previously said, once your money's compounded, you're going to be drip fed the money and your initial money's gone forever. You've just give that to them. This company is basing everything on their future success. So if it was such a fantastic company with an F, then why don't they pitch it to a bank and get a loan instead of paying people 4 times their money? So they're basically saying, if you loan us your money, we're going to give you $4,000 return. But if it's such a good thing, why don't they go to the bank and pay normal rates? Why don't they pay the bank 10% per annum for the money to loan to make their project work rather than squandering your money? Hey?
Principal will now be a total of 1,334, and you're going to be earning a rate on your initial principal of 1.33% per day. Now, let's say you choose to allow your profits to compound for 60 days. That means that after 60 days, your 4x rewards are going to be over 7,000 USDT. And again, this is all on a starting
Where's the money coming from, guys? Come on, let's answer this question.
Principal of 1,000 USDT. Your compounded principal is going to be almost 2,000 USDT. And at that point, you're going to be earning 1.79% per day on this initial principal. Now, let's say that you decide to leave the compounding feature on and compound for 100 days. Your 4x rewards will now be over 10,000 USDT. Your compounded principal will be over 2,500 USDT. And you're going to be getting an astounding 2.65% daily on this initial principal. Okay. Now, the total days it's going to get you to achieve this 4x, assuming you leave compounding off the entire time, it's going to take you 400 days. If you compound for 30 days, it's down to 330. If you compound for 60 days, it's down to 283, and 100 days, 250. Now, you can compound for more days, and that means the total days that it takes you to reach the 4x it decreases more and more the more you allow compounding to be on. Okay. Now, some of the advantages of compounding, we can break this down here in these charts here. So let's see what happens with no compounding. With no compounding, you reach your 4x in 400 days. Okay, so that's the longest it is going to take to reach.
Did you see what I just did then? I went into a Zoom meeting for Smart Steps, turned the microphone on, and then shared the screen of this presentation into their Zoom meeting, and they kicked me out. But imagine leaving all that open.
Step 4x. If you compound for just 30 days, you're going to reach your 4x in just 330 days. If you compound for 100 days, you're going to reach that 4x in just 250 days, and it keeps going less and less the more you decide to compound. Okay. Now let's do a little comparison here of the three protocols of the 3 staking pools. So the liquidity protocol, it's 0.5%, wave leverage is 0.7%, and compounding protocol is 1% to n%. Okay, n being the variable because it depends, the percentage per day, again, based on your initial principal, depends on how long you allow compounding to be in effect. The reward leverage for the compounding protocol is 4x to nx. Okay, again, the n is there because it depends how long you leave compounding on. There is compound mode, of course, on with the compounding protocol. The contribution to the Alyx nodes are only coming from the compounding protocol. So that is very important to take note of. And the burning mechanism for LFU is here only with the wave leverage protocol and the compounding protocol. Now, with that said, let's get into our dynamic rewards here. Okay, so this is for those of you that want to take things to the next level. You want to share this amazing project with others, and what is in it for you when you decide to do so. So first we have the leadership reward. It's very simple. The leadership reward is 5 levels deep. Okay, to unlock all 5 levels, you have to have at least 5 people referred. So you refer 5 and you've unlocked all 5 levels. So you're going to earn a percentage of your referrals daily passive income. Okay, so you're going to get this percentage 5 levels deep. It starts at 12% for level 1, 8% for level 2, and so on and so forth. So for example, you directly refer somebody, that's your level 1, who is doing 1,000 USDT per day in daily passive earnings. You're going to get 12% or 120 USDT every single day, as long as they are making that in daily passive earnings. Wow. Now, this is the community rewards, the community and ranking rewards, where it gets way better than the leadership rewards. And it is in addition to these leadership rewards. So the way the community rewards work is it's not just up to 5 levels. It is for your entire team. Okay. Wow. It is for your entire network, unlimited width, unlimited depth. So there are 9 ranks for you to achieve, starting from V1 all the way down to V9. And to achieve each rank, there are 3 requirements. The first is to have a minimum personal staking volume. The second is to have at least 2 direct previous rank referrals. Okay. And the third is to have a minimum total team sales volume.
Okay, I see. Now I'm talking louder than him. I can see there's a graph on there.
You will unlock a bigger percentage of your entire network's daily passive income.
This is just
so you can unlock up to 90% of your network's daily income.
That's
so what
incredible.
Does this mean? Let's say, for example,
no one's talking about the elephant in the room, though.
And V5 has up to 50% unlocked rewards for their entire community. That means that if your network, if your community is doing, let's say, 10,000 USDT per day in daily passive earnings, you're going to get up to 50% or 5,000 USDT daily passive earnings from the community rewards. And again, this is in addition to the leadership rewards. So very, very lucrative opportunity here for anybody that wants to share this project with others.
Oh my God, it's 22 to 3. I'm going to go to bed.
These results that I'm giving you all, this example,
I thought about doing this video about 5 hours ago. I had no idea it was going to take this long.
So many people doing even better numbers than the ones that I just gave you. Why can't it be you? Okay, we have this amazing opportunity here that anybody you show it to is going to be interested.
They won't be interested. They'll be saying, "Get away from me, you demon!"
And you have an opportunity here to make
they'll be shooting me,
nice amount of
throwing grenades at me,
from the comfort,
slamming doors in my face.
Your own home. Okay, now finally we have the ranking reward here, which is very simple. If you have in your referrals somebody of the same rank, then you're going to get a flat 20% from their daily rewards.
Wow.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that just about wraps it up for our presentation today. I sincerely hope that each and every one of you seriously considers hopping on this rocket ship, because this rocket ship that is about to head straight for the moon is about to take off, and I want every single one of you on this call today to be on it with your seatbelts strapped up before it takes off.
So who is that guy? Get the stupid subscribe thing. Who is that guy? He comes up as Leo. Was it Leo? That's it. He hasn't got a last name. It reminds me of Chavis. Well, there you go. So these two lovely people, I'll talk like this. This person here is Tammy, and this person here is Gobi. And they are actually promoters of Hyperverse. And Hyperverse made everyone lose a lot of money. Now, if you don't know who Hyperverse is, it started off a company called Hypertech. And then they started calling themselves Hyper Capital. And then they started calling themselves Hyper Fund. And then they started calling themselves Hyperverse. And then they started calling themselves Hyper Nation. And then they started calling themselves Hyper Cosmo. And then they started calling themselves Hyper Planet. And then they started calling themselves Diversal. And then Sam started up a company called Stable Deo. Because what actually happened, did you know this? Secret stuff, don't tell anyone, but I got told this by the liquidators, the people that were trying to chase Sam Lee, that he was trying to sell his blockchain global to a guy by the name of Ryan Jew. Would you believe? Ryan Jew agreed to buy blockchain global for $1.7 million plus 400 Bitcoins. And they signed up the deal, and Ryan was going to be the owner of Sam's company. But then all of a sudden, he got access to the company, and he actually he got access to the company, and then he stole $58 million. And that made Sam Lee a bit red-faced. Bet you haven't heard that story before. Well, that's true. I got told that by somebody who spent 1,500 hours researching Sam Lee and where the money gone. So that's what happened with that. Anyway, so then Sam Lee disappeared. He got a bit pissed off, popped up in Dubai, started up Stable Deo, and then the rest is history. Then it was Stable Deo had memberships you can buy. Then he started up We Are All Satoshi. And theoretically, Sam was a billionaire, and he put $260 million into We Are All Satoshi, into their advertising budget, and then it all disappeared. And then Chavis walked in and took all the keys to the Vault Horizon. But tomorrow morning, we will be going through a video at 6 a.m. in the morning, which is about 3 hours and 15 minutes away. So it's really cool. So we'll be going through that. But what I'm getting at, guys, these Ponzi schemes are all the same. There's no real difference. The idea behind them is you give them fresh USDT and they paint this beautiful paradise of how wealthy you're going to be. And they tell you that it's going to do this and it's going to do that. But the honest truth, it hasn't done anything. And they're not even connected to a proper exchange. These people here said their token hasn't even been listed on the exchange. But then, how do I know it's a scam? Well, I've got a red flag sitting here in the office, and I wave it every time. It's really basic. It's not rocket science. If it's got crypto involved in it, normally it's a bit risky. So I'm not against crypto. I'm a big crypto guy. I've got Ruby. Was it Ruby Game Network? Something or other like that. Donated to me by one of the people that's in the chat room at the moment. Thank you very much, Jim. That was very nice. He gave me $100 US, and he told me I can have it. He gave me Ruby something network. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, he told me I'm not allowed to take it out and spend it. So I'm looking at it every day. But it's doubled in money since he's given it to me. Isn't that cool? Anyway, different story. My point is, be careful with these Ponzi schemes. First thing, crypto. If they want you to pay in crypto, it's a red flag. Just be careful. Second thing is, does it have a reward system? Because any business can't sustain itself like the rewards that this company gives out. Hyperverse, 52% of the money that went into Hyperverse got paid out in rewards. How's the company going to build into all this stuff if they're giving all the money away that they get? It's crazy. And the last thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it's not rocket science. Those three things put together, I just call it a scam. It's easy peasy. Somebody gave me $9. Jazzy Jeff, you are jazzy. Thank you very much. Keep terminating these fellas. And some people ask me to say this sometimes, and I love it when I say it. Pinicky Nark! He's one of the slime buckets. And I found his friend, what was his friend's name? I found him on, I've got to show you. This is funny. I found him on the internet. I actually wrote to Oz, who is the guy, is it Julian? Julian. Oh, no. Oh, I know how to find him. Long story short, I sent an email off to Oz, who owns Behind MLM. Vivian this guy here. He used to be sidekick with Pinnicky Nark. And I saw him in a video once talking to Pinnicky Nark like they were brothers from another lover. And he was promoting Apollo FinTech, which is Stephen McCullough. And Stephen McCullough was the guy that tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million and cost me $36,000. And the courts ordered him to pay a grand total of $27,500 of my legal fees because he filed a discontinuance. But the point was, I was hoping that Oz would do an article on this new venture he's just started. And it's another Ponzi scheme. And why that's loading, I'm just going to go back and show you how many of these friggin' Ponzi schemes there are. If you look above my head, you see these URLs, these names on the above my head are people I see in Zoom meetings. I write them down just in case they become rich and famous. Look how many I'm scrolling through. There's over 100 of these friggin' Ponzi schemes out there. So I just click on any old stupid Ponzi scheme link and it pops up and there's another friggin' 5 hours of video. Oh, that one's broken. That's brilliant. There's one. Well, that's one down. I'll make that 100 then. All right, but go back to this guy. Here he is, and he's got this, they just start Ponzi scheme after Ponzi scheme. This one here, you can basically give him, he's got different levels that you can invest in. It's called Wealth of Wisdom. And for Wealth of Wisdom, you can be an emerging, a proficient, an advanced, an elite. And you can give him $32,000. And you get 40 months worth of access to something. I don't even know what it is. I can't read it. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. So it doesn't say anything about being an email M, so Oz said. But anyway, it was nice to get a reply from him. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Thank you very much for the donations. It was very, very nice. Appreciate that. It does make it worthwhile. It's my $13 I've made in the last 3 days from things. I'm not doing it for the money, but the money does help pay the bills and keep the doors open. So if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, it's much appreciated. I had a bit of good news the other day. There's a podcast, which is the New York's national radio station, and this guy is on it. He does one show a week, and he read out the article on the Garden paper, wherever it is. He read out this article here. And somebody called Josh popped in here and said that this article was being read. And he said, unfortunately, he didn't read out my name, but I am in here. They didn't put a photo of me. The Guardian newspaper told me that they didn't want, what was that? A crypto firm sent a disability worker 10 million by mistake. Later, she was arrested at the Australian airport. Oh, that's terrible. That's amazing. Let's have a wee read of that. That's funny. I haven't seen that one before. So a crypto firm sent a disability worker 10 million by mistake. Months later, she was arrested at Australian airport. Oh, what a shame. Oh, the poor lady. That would have been quite cool, eh? Anyway, my point was we got to be heard by the Americans in New York. Josh came in here and he donated me 20 cups of coffee. Isn't that lovely? That's $100. So I made that on Monday. But that's so cool. All right, guys, that's me. I'm going to tune off. Now, I'm going to be back here in 3 hours' time. Just going to go get some sleep. This was not my best performance, but when I was having a bath gym tonight, and I'm sitting there reading my messages, and I click on this link, and there's Tammy and Gobi promoting this scheme that I was talking about. So I thought I'd better do a video and show these guys how naughty they are. So I'm going to stop streaming. I'm going to go to bed, and I will do my wee music thing if I get it right. And here it is. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Thank you for watching. And I've got a little bit of an audio problem right now, and that is if I press stop, it loses my words. So I've got to do this finish where I keep smiling like this, and I've got to do it for about 10 seconds and press stop, and then hopefully it finishes around about the same time. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Really appreciate everyone in the chat room and your comments, and hope you enjoyed watching the rerun. And go back to the start of this video if you're insomnia or somebody who can't sleep, and watch the start of it because it was quite good a couple of hours ago. All right, see you guys. See you smiling. I'm going to press stop now. 3, 2,